Do you know that an increasing number of research studies reveal a high correlation between atmospheric dust and disorders induced on human health? It is estimated that each year an amount of approximately 6,000 teragrams of mineral dust is emitted into the atmosphere. This amount translates more or less to the equivalent in terms of weight to 30,000 cargo container ships. Once in the atmosphere, this atmospheric dust layer resides for days, can be transported over distances of thousands of kilometers prior to removal from the atmosphere through wet or dry deposition. Now, these atmospheric dust layers are composed by mineral dust particles. The size of these dust particles in terms of diameter range between more than 100 micrometers, which is huge, is something like 2 to 3 human hair combined, to approximately, the smallest one of them, to 0.1 micrometer, which is something like 100 times smaller than a human red blood cell. It figures that the smaller the dust particles, the higher the risk, the impact factor on human health. More specifically, the category of the small dust particles, the fine mode as called, can penetrate deep in our lungs, leading to, among others, allergic reactions, cardiovascular and respiratory diseases, cancer, and there are even studies that connect atmospheric dust with meningitis pandemics. So, the AXA project, Earth Observation for Air Quality, aims to address three main scientific objectives. First of all, to quantify the fine mode of dust, which is the inhalable component of dust that resides within the planetary boundary layer, which is the atmospheric layer close to the Earth's surface. The second objective is to quantify the extent of change of the fine mode of dust within the planetary boundary layer during the past 2 decades over areas densely populated and megacities, but also try to determine the areas where it is foreseen within the next few years to exceed World Health Organization air quality guidelines in terms of concentration. And the final objective is to try to address the question whether, and if the answer is positive, to what extent it is possible to, through satellite-based Earth observation, to increase our understanding capacity of meningitis through study cases of outbreaks in the Sahel as reported by the World Health Organization. Thank you.